by district, the Free Syrian Army is consolidating its hold over eastern Aleppo. Fighting ended in the outer suburbs nearly a week ago. The central city still belongs to the government, but in the east, opposition fighters control the roads. Aleppo is in crisis mode. All over there are long bread queues. There's no cooking gas, very little petrol and no municipal services. The city stinks of rotting rubbish. Aleppo's citizens are venturing out onto the streets, but very warily. I'm standing outside the Bab al-Hadid. That's one of the gates to the old city of Aleppo. We're very close to the centre here. We've driven extensively through the north and northeastern parts of the city. They are all under Free Syrian Army control. There are checkpoints, bases being set up. Locals here trying to cope with the extraordinary disruption to their lives, rubbish piled high in the streets, and of course the bombing from the air by planes sent from the government. You can see the smoke from the regime's airstrikes. What locals call a MiG-23 made another bombing run while we were there. Families, clearly terrified, run to their basements.
We have to lock the doors and hide inside our homes. Our men can't go to work. We are all in jail with these rockets above us.
Before, some people supported the regime because they were afraid of its grip. But because of the indiscriminate airstrikes, the regime has lost that support. The planes don't distinguish between Free Syrian Army and ordinary people.
What crimes have these innocent civilians committed? How can the Free Syrian Army fight back against the air fire with just rifles?
But the Free Army is building up the means to fight back against the planes and freely admits to eliminating the government-armed militias that were subcontracted to fight the Free Army on the ground.
They took arms from the government?
Right. They showed us weapons permits issued to the Bari family, whose senior members were caught and executed by a Free Army firing squad on Tuesday. The Bari mansion is now in ruins.
The Bari family was a creation of the Assad regime. Shabiha, armed by them and set on us by the government. They were lackeys taking financial benefits from the regime while raping and robbing with impunity in Aleppo.
One by one, the bases of Bashar al-Assad's security forces in the east of Aleppo have been taken out. The police headquarters in Al-Sha'ar were overpowered in 3 hours. There are no police to be seen anymore in the east. And the soldiers in this military supply base in Al-Jazmati fled after a 5-hour fight, leaving the Free Army with a wealth of vehicles, weapons and ammunition to use as they take the fight further into the city centre for the decisive battle. In Syria's largest city, the iron grip of the Assad family and the fear they instilled has been broken. Anita McNaught, Al Jazeera, in the city of Aleppo.